Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have 2 treats to try from Boxu, but before we begin, I know, probably getting old. I'm still not feeling that great, so if I seem a little off, that's why. But we are going to move forward with this, so we are going to try 2 different treats, and one of them I'm looking forward to, and the other one I'm not. And if you've been on the channel at all, you can probably guess which is which. So the first we're going to try, this is the Zawawa Chinsuko cookie black sesame kinako. So we've had a lot of Chinsuko cookies over the summer. So many of them. This one in particular, as it says on the package, it's black sesame and kinako. Kinako is roasted soybean flour. Really looking forward to these. The Chinsuko cookies have been pretty good. I've also usually been a fan of things that are kinako related, so very much looking forward to that one. We are also going to try the corn chocolate. This is a corn puff covered in chocolate. So if you're confused, those who've been on the channel for a while are probably repeating this, which is Japanese chocolate doesn't tend to be super great. It tends to be very waxy. So we tend not to like it very much here. But they did send it to us. We are going to give it a shot. We're going to see. Hopefully it turns out better than I'm anticipating, but we'll find out. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! So starting with our Chinsuko cookie. Oh, this is one of those moments where the package is not wanting to cooperate with me super great. That's interesting. I don't know how well you can tell, but the color is very gray. It's really... It's different than what I was seeing in the picture in the culture guide, where it seemed like I could almost see like 1 or 2 black sesame seeds, but here I can't see any of them at all. So I wonder if they've been ground up, which is kind of, I don't know, unusual. But so in the culture guide, it says that Chinsuko is a traditional Okinawan shortbread, and it crumbled. This one really crumbled like a shortbread. Really good. The kinako flavor with the black pepper, they work really, really well. They just kind of have that rich, earthy flavor to them, but are also at the same time very sweet. Super sweet, but just really, really good. Very, very different from a lot of the flavors that you get, at least where I'm at. Really good, really tasty. I really like that. And I also saw in the box that they sent me 2 of them, and I'm really happy about that because I'm going to enjoy that second one a lot. So definitely recommend. That is a really good... Chinsuko in general does just seem to be a good type of cookie. It just seems like a really solid basic. I see why they send so many of them to us. This particular one, this particular flavor combination, really pretty good. And that does seem to be kind of the big question for Chinsuko, is not the cookie itself, but just the flavor combination chosen for it. When it's a good flavor combination, they usually hit the mark really pretty well. So moving on to our corn chocolate. And yes, that is literally what they were calling it. Sorry, I am actually coughing a lot, and I am going through these videos and editing it all out. Wow. So I kind of thought they were a little questionable to begin with, but this didn't travel very well. Honestly, kind of another reason why I find the chocolate, especially, I'm not kidding, it stays hot late in the year. I'm not like, someplace crazy hot, but it gets hotter than people think, and it stays hotter longer than people think. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. The chocolate is gross. It's not pleasant, which is a shame because the corn puff in there, it's a fairly soft corn puff, and it's more of a crisp than a crunchy. It's not a super dense one. The corn puff itself is actually pleasant to crunch through, very pleasant. Um, but that chocolate is just Baksu. If they have one where it's a flavored chocolate, preferably a fruit flavor, let's go with that one instead. It usually goes better. I'm not kidding. Please. It's waxy, it's bitter. It's not a good chocolate. Gochiso-sama. So to recap, we did our Zawawa Chinsuko cookie, Black Sesame Kinako. Really pretty good, nice, crumbly, and the flavor of the black sesame and the kinako, they really go together well. I enjoy it. Honestly, I get happy when I see things like black sesame and kinako. These are things I have just learned are things I tend to enjoy. This was definitely right up my street. Really enjoyed it. Cannot say the same about the other thing we tried, the corn chocolate. The corn puff inside was really pretty pleasant. It was more on the crispy side. It wasn't super dense. It was really light. It was pleasant to crisp through. The chocolate, though, gross, nasty. This is just, no, please stop, please. There are some other things that we've got in the box that are just much more enjoyable. Let's do more of those. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.